In 1984, Lionel Richie released the song Hello from his Can't Slow Down album. But soon after its release, another songwriter sued him for copyright infringement. Richie also didn't care for the concept behind the music video. So what was the problem with the video? Was the lawsuit successful? And what inspired Richie to write the song? In this video we will provide the answers as we reveal the real story behind the song, Hello by Lionel Richie.
Songs are like timestamps through your journey in life. They can remind you of exactly where you were, what you were doing, and who you were with. The good times that you want to remember, and the bad ones you'd rather forget. But every song has its own unique story that inspired the songwriter and moved him to share their experience with us. In this video, we will follow the songwriters on their journey and discover the real story behind the song.
Lionel Richie's 1984 hit song Hello was the second #1 single from his album Can't Slow Down. That album also won the 1984 Grammy for Album of the Year. The song reached #1 on 3 Billboard music charts: pop, adult contemporary, and R&B. It also reached #1 on the UK singles chart. But soon after the song was released, a lawsuit was filed in 1984 by a singer-songwriter named Marjorie Hoffman White. She accused Richie of plagiarizing her 1978 song, I'm Not Ready to Go. She said he had used part of her lyrics in his song without her permission. White claimed she was the original writer and holds the copyright to the words used in Hello. In the suit, which was filed at a Manhattan district court, White asked the courts to halt the distribution and all production of the song. The suit also demanded $1 million in royalty payments. In addition, she wanted to ban Richie from ever performing the song again. The case went to court 7 years later in 1991 and a jury found Lionel Richie not guilty of stealing her song. The case was thus thrown out. So how did Richie come up with the lyrics? Particularly the famous line, Hello, is it me you're looking for? He said it all started back when he was young and shy. He would see pretty girls walking by, but couldn't get up the nerve to speak to them. He would think to himself, Hello, is it me you're looking for? Years later, he wanted to use that line in a song, but couldn't come up with any other words. During a radio station interview, Richie said, my co-producer, James Anthony Carmichael, came over to my house while I was at the piano, and I sang, Hello, is it me you're looking for? When he walked in. He said, finish it, even though it wasn't a song. I thought it was so corny, but he said it would be a hit. By the time I finished the verse, I fell in love with the song again. Richie wrote the song for his first solo album in 1982, but decided not to include Hello as he still thought it was too corny. However, his wife Brenda loved it and convinced him to include it on his next album, Can't Slow Down. The music video for Hello has an interesting story of its own. It shows Richie as a teacher who is infatuated with a young woman named Laura in his drama class. He constantly stares at her, but since she is blind, she has no idea he is looking at her or how he feels. Laura was played by a woman whose real name actually is Laura. She is actress and model Laura Carrington. People have wondered if she was blind in real life. The answer is no. In fact, after the video, she had her own successful career starring as Simone in General Hospital and numerous other shows during the 80s. In the video, Richie appears to act like the shy young version of himself he described in real life. That is, seeing a pretty girl, but always afraid to talk. In one scene he even imagines calling her on the phone in the middle of the night to tell her how he feels. In the end, he finds out that Laura, who was also a sculpture student, had secretly created a clay bust of Richie. At that point he realized she was in love with him as well. While filming the video, Richie told the director Bob Giraldi that the story about a blind woman had no connection to the song. However, Giraldi, who also directed Michael Jackson's Beat It video, told him, you're not creating the story, I am. He also told Giraldi that he didn't think the bust looked like him enough. But, Giraldi pointed out that the girl making it was supposed to be blind. Some have called the video creepy, because they saw a high school teacher basically stalking a teenage student. But if you watch the video, you will see classes for sculpture, acting and ballet. In addition, all of the students look like young adults. So this was clearly not a high school, but rather a college for the arts. In another scene, the young woman is shown living alone as she feels her way around the house. It should also be noted that, at the time the video was made, Laura was actually 26 years old and Richie was only 34. So there was nothing unusual about the casting. The video for Hello is perhaps one of the most memorable music videos ever made. So it's no wonder that while it was released decades ago, it became a popular topic again after the British singer and songwriter Adele released her own song with the same name in 2015. People even started comparing the two music videos as Adele, like Richie, was on the phone singing Hello. Fans even accused her of stealing his idea. According to Richie, people were calling him up to say that Adele had named her song Hello. But, the good-natured Richie was fine with it and even joked that he has no problem loaning Hello to Adele. Richie says he constantly hears the line, "Hello, is it me you're looking for?" even during phone calls. He just laughs about it. In fact, you could say that he's laughing all the way to the bank. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button and share the link with your friends. And be sure to subscribe to this channel for updates.